everybody. Alright, so, here's time for another vlog. Well, alright, so we're at a point now where, uh, I, I just partied pretty hard last night, and it's time now to get back to work and everything like that. I'll probably be doing a stream tonight, very soon. Maybe, I've kind of noticed though that, whenever I change my sleeping habits, for whatever reason, um, it causes me to have a harder time focusing on my work. I guess I can only really focus at nighttime, which is a little bit weird, or I don't know. It's so much easier for me to just, stay at it and get lots done when it's like 2 or 3 in the morning or something. Well, I guess that's probably not always true, you know, if I don't end up getting distracted by something else. But I had a lot of fun last night. I jumped on the VR chat. I didn't stream it. I didn't even record it. I just hung out. And, I was drinking pretty heavily, and it was good times. Like, got to see a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a while. I'm pretty happy about that. Like, um, I really think it's a very interesting social experience, having friends in a virtual space like that. Like in virtual reality, you really do feel like you are actually hanging out with people. Whether I know, it's like, well, is it just a game or whatever? Like, it's not just like hanging out in Discord. It's literally like hanging out with people. Like, period. It's really interesting and really cool, and probably one of the most important things I've discovered in my recent life. Like, is this ability to actually hang out and kind of be part of this sort of subculture. And one thing that's really nice about it too is that it's still not mainstream. Like, you know, it hasn't quite broke out where everybody's doing it. And maybe it never will, but there's definitely a culture in around this that has its own interesting quirks and everything like that. And I really, 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 absolutely love every minute of it, um, and enjoy hanging out with everybody. And it really does provide a lot of enjoyment overall. And I recommend it to anybody. You know, maybe a lot of people might get bored because they don't realize what they're supposed to do, and I can definitely understand a lot of people coming into it and wondering, like, is this really all there is to it? Like where's the game? Where, how am I supposed to do stuff? And really, it ends up, you know what I mean? It's not like that. Like, I could see people kind of hitting it from the wrong angle. Like, one funny example actually is whenever PewDiePie tries to play VR chat, he doesn't get any of the experience that I think that would actually make it seem like something that he would be able to enjoy. I think that whenever you're playing the game, it's better to kind of come on and not be bombarded by like 15,000 people, and more or less just sort of enjoy your time hanging out and drinking and telling jokes and doing funny stuff with a clique, a niche group of people that you've grown with over the time. And it's actually kind of interesting because I think this will probably my next birthday will probably be the third birthday that I've actually celebrated in VR chat. I don't know if that's sad or funny. But with that said, I have been trying to lighten up a little bit as far as like getting work done. I know that the lack of focus and everything, is kind of in and of itself just sort of an annoying. It's annoying because it keeps me from getting the game done and everything like that. But I think that it's good for me to be able to kind of chill out and have fun with something like Overwatch or VR chat. Um, Tonight I'll be more focused though, I think. Um, And one thing that was kind of funny is that I noticed that while I was hanging out last night, I uh, I wasn't really getting a buzz from the alcohol, and I ended up just getting sick, and I didn't get a buzz. And it was kind of a weird situation because I usually get pretty drunk, and I definitely feel it. I guess I was definitely getting drunk. There was some degree of buzz, but it just didn't feel quite right. I don't know. I don't know. But you gotta wonder, VR chat and drinking seem to go together quite a bit. It's definitely interesting. Like when I bought the alcohol at the store, I explained, well, I didn't need to buy a full size bottle because I'm not with, Zombie is not around, so I'm just going to be drinking alone tonight. I guess he thought that I was not drinking with other people when I said that, which is kind of a funny thing. Very depressing sounding kind of a thing. But anyway, I ended up getting sick, and it was kind of weird because, like, I have a pretty damn good tolerance for alcohol, but I immediately like, all right, I know I'm about to throw up. I know it's about to happen. So I place my headset down on the bed, and I get ready to go into the bathroom, and um, you know, I'm in the bathroom, and all right, like in this like brand new like clean sink. I'm like, oh god damn it, I'm gonna ruin this. Like I'm gonna have to clean this sink. So I start throwing up in this sink, and I sort of like I guess my body kind of tightens up a bit, and I start farting really loud, right? And I start laughing while I'm throwing up, and because this because this why am I even talking about this? I fart while I'm throwing up, and I'm like, oh god, like what the fuck, and then I start throwing up even harder, but now I'm laughing, so it's like going into my nose, and I'm like, and then like and I guess I just ended up farting even more, so it just ended up being this like horrible like uh, vom fart. I'm glad this is on the internet. Yeah, well, I don't know. Overall, though, I still had a really great time. Um, but yeah, changing my sleeping habits also had an effect where I didn't stay on as late and everything like that. But yeah. Oh man, there was quite a bit of fun stuff. Never really that much drama. Even if there is drama, it ends up getting kind of ignored or pushed away. So I don't know. With that said, my current project, I need to get things in place for the user interface and make sure that everything's flowing correctly for for the multiplayer like replication and everything like that. And I'll probably be working on that stuff tonight. But I don't know. I'm feeling really discouraged lately from actually streaming. It feels pointless, but I know that I should probably keep doing it, even if it's just like two or three people watching. But that's one thing, something that kind of something that actually kind of sticks with me a bit is this notion, like when I'm actually building stuff, I'm actually doing things for my own projects. It's something that I can do that nothing can really change that. It's like there are a lot of people who will say, well, obviously I can't do this because, I have to wait for the right opportunity or blah, blah, blah. Like, but if you just do it, nobody can really stop it. You know what I mean? It's kind of interesting, honestly. And maybe a weird way to think about it. It's just nobody can really take away the things that you're doing. Like, I know that, like, even in the particular case of where what I'm working on may never end up becoming popular or anything like that, I don't think anything can really change the fact that I've done that I'm doing something that very few people are doing or can do. I've mentioned this before. It's just, I mean, the number of people who have even released their own first-person shooter is like what, maybe three, four people on Earth, something like that. Like as their own, like as a solo dev. Man, it's a small number. And I often kind of wonder, like, I mean, everybody ends up getting their haters and everything like that, but I wonder if the people who, act like my haters are like, I are are experiencing like, is it like what are they doing? Like, huh? It's like, I don't know. They can just hate, and nothing will change anything. Not to say that I have a whole lot. I'm not really even popular enough to have that many haters. It's just an interesting thing, you know. It's like someone like Notch, for example. You know, like who can take that away from him? Like no, nobody, nothing. Yeah, and the guy could probably have so many people who are like, oh, it's a terrible game, blah blah blah. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if Minecraft was never successful, he still would have, created this great achievement that, even if it didn't make any money, it still would be worth being proud of. And I don't know. I mean, I think in a lot of ways is that's just something that's nothing else matters. Nothing else really matters. I mean, maybe this is some weird cope mechanism or whatever. I'm sure that whatever, eventually something that I do will, if it's not the next project or something like that, or I'll end up, maybe just working for somebody else after that if things don't work out at this point. But um, having something like what I'm doing currently right now under my belt is like, yeah. I just need to stick to my guns. I need to stick to my guns and get this done. Although, one thing I have noticed though that kind of makes me a little bit sad is the No Rest for the Living is not in the latest Doom 2 stuff. I've just been informed that the latest Doom 2 content stuff there is no Rest for the Living. Huh. Oh well. So much for having an official Doom 2 expansion. They didn't even include it in their stuff. I guess maybe there was legal issues or something. I know the BFG edition included it, but I don't know. I wonder why they would take it out. I wonder why they would not bother to include it. I wonder what the reasoning was for that. Maybe they just didn't think about it or whatever. Well, whatever. That was a fun project to work on, and it wouldn't have happened if I didn't push for it. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. I just need to get I just need to get something in place, one opportunity, and then I can continue just going, just moving. And that's it. That's really it. That's all it comes down to. And I have that opportunity right now. And yeah. Yeah. I will be working on my Doom 2 level again. And I guess if No Rest for the Living is, no longer official Doom content. I don't know. Actually, let me not say anything about that because it's, I don't know what's going on with that. Um, but regardless, I think it's I think it's a good time to end the video. This is my Vlog 3, and yeah, I'll continue getting more in place. Expect to see me doing a live stream. I am considering the idea of actually dual streaming on Dlive um, and YouTube at the same time because it makes it a lot easier for me to cross post on everything. Because a YouTube live stream has a little bit more leeway. So in terms of the crypto space, so I might just go ahead and do that. So I'll look into it a little bit, maybe tonight. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and hope you guys enjoyed.